sitting on the block drinking Millers. Came a long way from hanging with dealers and killers. I gotta go and get it. I gotta go and get it. I gotta go and get it. I'm on a mission to bring all of my dreams and my visions to fruition. I gotta go and get it. I gotta go and get it. Nothing but change in my pocket, so I'm jingling, baby. My life a circus like them brothers wrinkling, baby. Itching for the green, my hands are singling, baby. More month to end, the money don't make sense to me, baby. But I gotta make these cents so I can make these bills, to pay these bills. Can't flex if my bank ain't a gym. I want the gems and the jewels and the crib made for the rulers. Trying to get where you can't measure my pockets with your ruler.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Brandee J, and as you can see, it is season 4 of the Brandee J Talkshow, and I got my ponytail whipping in the wind and everything. But it's not about the ponytail. It's about what you can expect for this season. You can expect fresh guests, celebrities, women empowerment, everything. We have a new segment coming up, Talk with Axe Val. Yes, you'll see more about that. But make sure you come back and tune into this amazing episode with an amazing woman doing great things in San Diego. It's your girl Brandee J, the Brandee J Talkshow, season 4. Well, we are here at the Brandee J Talkshow season 4. I want to thank you guys for supporting us for all these years, and I'm here. I fell in love with this woman when she met me. I was doing the red carpet for the San Diego Film Awards and had on this gold dress. She came up to me, and I swear, like, we're like best friends. She doesn't know that yet, but to her, in my mind, she's my best friend. Well, sorry, Delilah, you're my other best friend too. But I am here with Tonya Mantooth, the CEO and artist director of the San Diego International Film Awards, and I am just excited because what you're doing in San Diego is breathtaking. Because a lot of people think film, San Diego, those two don't go together.
Right.
So please tell everyone, where did you get your start from? What made you decide to go into film?
Well, you know, it's interesting. I took a very unique direction. Like, I got out of school, and one of my degrees in school was music. So I played classical piano.
Oh, okay.
And also had a business minor.
Oh, wow.
So it was, yeah. So
totally
like I said, a very circuitous route. So I got out and ultimately started working for a film company and moved my way all the way up to acquisition. So I started working on the film side, but on the business side.
Got it.
And then ultimately became a producer. And then began working in the commercial world, so working with big ad agencies. I had a big production company that took many years and quite a few bumps, because at that time there was probably only one other female producer in San Diego.
Wow.
So the directors in town did not like working for female producers. So, you know, you're kind of up against that. So you hire them and they don't want to work for you.
Why do you feel that was?
You know what, it was just that time. It was definitely a man's world. The only females on a crew generally took script notes.
Wow.
Not even the caterers, and very often, you know, and makeup. So they would take the script notes and do makeup. Other than that, very, very much a man's world. So you know, that's how you learn. That's how you learn to work.
So you were a trailblazer. You set the tone. You came into the industry in San Diego where male domination, and you said, "I'm going to do this." What motivated you to do that?
Well, you know what, it was something I really wanted to learn. I was passionate about it. And you know, and when you're taking on something new, and then you're seeing what the obstacles are, your choices are, you know, you step back or you step forward. And I stepped forward, and a lot of people said, you know, what you got to do in a man's world is you got to meet him at the same level. And I said, you know what, that's not me.
Yeah.
It's like, as women, we bring different things to the table. You know what? It's all about collaboration. It's all about really respecting each other, and it's not about a hierarchy. And so that's how I approached it, and that's how I work through. So, yeah, I've been very, very fortunate to have a great career, both in the commercial side. I've also produced a number of feature films. But then I had the opportunity to take over the film festival in 2012.
Wow.
With 3 other colleagues, and we were really passionate. We felt like San Diego deserved to have an international film festival.
So do you feel with having the International Film Festival in San Diego that we continue to get overlooked as a city when it comes to talent, or where big productions are going to film? And with you having that responsibility of bringing the light to San Diego, what is it that we as a city can do? Because I remember growing up, born and raised here, and people will come here for vacations and things like that. And then I started seeing people filming here.
Yeah.
But you really didn't hear about it.
Right.
In LA, you hear about it all the time. So as you being the CEO, like, what are you going to do to make this impact so people know that you can film here? We have talent here. You don't have to always go to LA, New York, or Atlanta now. So what is your plan to bring more light to the talent in San Diego?
Well, a film festival really is a great beacon for that.
Okay.
I mean, not only to shine a light on the city from an arts and culture standpoint, and people always say, how do we get that out there? Well, the best way is to bring press from around the world, let them tell the story. But in terms of production, I mean, having worked in this town in production for so many years, it absolutely is about incentives, and it's about building a concierge service in order to attract those producers. It's all about the bottom line, and incentives do that. So there's a huge opportunity, and a festival is a way, like every year, this year we're going to have over 200 filmmakers from around the world attend with their films. So what a great way to say, you could come and film here, but we have to have the infrastructure in place, we have to have the incentives in place to do that. So I'm equally as passionate about really re-energizing that industry.
I'm just so excited because, for one, like I said, growing up here and getting into media at a young age, my mom said I was born with a camera in front of my face, and she found a media school and threw me in there. And it's something that I really thought I had to go to LA, but I didn't know what to do after high school.
Yeah.
So I lost my way, then I found my way. But I feel like with the San Diego International Film Festival, you're getting the youth to say you don't have to leave.
Right.
You could come here and stay here. So do you guys do a lot of outreach with youth in San Diego who are in film and media?
We do. We have two different programs that we take out to the schools. One is, what was really important is to take so many of our really global impact films that are dealing with big social issues out of the festival and into the high schools. And so now what we do is we have the endorsement of the Unified School District as well as the County Office of Education, and now we live stream these out to all schools, all high schools in San Diego County, free, with a curriculum, so they can really start to talk about these issues. So what we wanted to do is really kind of engage this next generation of leaders. They're the ones that are going to figure this out.
Exactly.
There's a lot of problems going on in the
a
world.
lot of
And you know what? They got to know because, they've got their whole world in their phone, but they very often aren't aware of what's going on.
Exactly.
So these films, we bring the filmmakers out, they get a Q&A, they get a chance to learn that. So that's on really the kind of the social side, the social impact side. But then what we do is we generally pick a school every year, and we bring a documentary film into their film school. And they learn to make a documentary.
Wow.
And they do a documentary short. They choose what is the social issue they want to take on. And it's amazing. And they learn to be storytellers, and they learn the craft of filmmaking, and they learn to do it by taking on these social issues, and that makes them aware and makes them more engaged.
Well, this is just amazing. I mean, I wish, like I said, I had this growing in my high school and I knew what was going on. But to give back and to teach the younger generation there's more to life than what's on your phone.
Yeah.
Because like you said, they're going to have to face the issues we have to face.
Yeah.
And if they don't know what's going on, this world is going to be more crazy than what it really is right now.
That's right.
But we're going to be right back. As you can see, she's my best friend and we can talk about everything all day. But we'll be right back on the Brandee J Talkshow.
To pay these bills, can't flex if my bank ain't a gym. I want the gems and the jewels and the crib made for the rulers. Trying to get where you can't measure my pockets with your ruler.
So we are back on the Brandee J Talkshow with the CEO, artist, director of the San Diego International Film Festival, Tonya. And I'm just, like I said, I'm so happy to see you.
I love it. I love talking with you.
So before we went to commercial break, you were saying how you guys go to the schools and you have the students do documentaries and really invest in them. When you're going to the school, how do you keep their attention span? Because that's something, because this generation is very different. So, and sometimes they don't like to listen to us. So like, what do you do different to say, okay, this is what you need to pay attention to because this can lead and start your career?
Well, it's interesting and we will go out to schools live and do a performance. And I interviewed them afterwards. And this is something I heard them say over and over, and it shocked me. They said, it was so powerful to be all in the same room watching the same thing at the same time. And I thought, but you haven't experienced it?
Like,
But
we grew up like that.
They don't.
Oh, wow.
Because they're all on their computers, and so now they got to watch a film, then they got to do a report and all that. And they said it was amazing, like we all saw the same thing at the same time.
Wow.
And I thought, and the teacher said not a single person pulled their phone out. So there was power in that. So and plus the filmmaker, sets the context, and they start to see that they need to care.
Yeah.
And they do care.
That's just amazing. That's really, in order to change the next generation, you need to reach them at their level and elevate them, and that's what you guys are doing. It's not just about the glitz and the glam, it's teaching them and going back and giving back to the schools. That's just really amazing. I really commend you guys and your whole staff for doing that, because you really don't hear about that a lot. And it's really, unsung heroes. I always say there's so many things going on in the world that people really don't praise the good. They want to just praise the bad. So I want to publicly praise you, because that's really amazing. Like I said, I wish I had that growing up. Because then I felt like things would have been different, but it is what it is. So we have the International Festival, San Diego International Festival, coming up October 15th through the 19th. And I want people to
15th to the 20th.
20th. See, I'm sorry, I'll change my calendar. I had it through the 19th. But I always like to ask people questions so people get to know who you are. So, what is your favorite film of all time, blockbuster hit?
Okay, so I'm sure I should, quote some sort of Tarantino film or something. But honestly, I am such a fan of a film, When Harry Met Sally.
Really?
Yeah. So, and let me tell you why. So, I feel like humor is really one of the toughest genres to do, because you still have to have an amazing script, you have to have a story that works, you have to be compelling, the characters that all come together, but then you have to be able to write dialogue that makes everybody laugh, and you have to time it in such a way. And it's the director, it's the magic of the director and the actors and the timing and the music to support it. And to me, that's a timeless film, because it makes you laugh. People still remember lines from it. And I think people don't respect the complexity with comedy. And I'm a huge fan of that. And so that's
I would never. I really thought you were going to say something like, I don't know,
Dr. Zhivago. I know, and I probably should. I should probably work on that.
Because people ask me, what's your favorite film? And when I tell them, they look at me, I'm like, I remember being 4 or 5, my mom sitting me down and having me watch Purple Rain.
Oh.
And I was memorized.
Wow.
And I was memorized. I know the acting wasn't great, but I was memorized by the music. And just how he put everything together. And I watched that movie every day for 3 years after school, until my dad, I came home and he taped over it some soap stuff. And I cried. It was like the worst day of my life. But I tell people, I said, yeah, the acting wasn't great. I said, but if you go back, I said, just to see what he did and musically wise, and how that changed the direction of some movies. And I said, it really just stuck with me. So there's so much power in film.
There is so much power in film.
And I tell people, I said, you really have to understand that films change your life. Is there one film that changed your life?
I don't know that one film changed my life, but the thing about film is that it absolutely is transformative. And that is one of the things, because it's, if you look at it, even if you look at it scientifically, when you watch a film, there's no other medium that allows you to step in and look at something through somebody else's eyes. And my mom used to say to me, you know what, judge me after you walk a mile in my shoes. So she was a single mom, 4 kids, worked in the restaurant business at a time when not a lot of moms were single. So you know what, I didn't understand it as a kid, but as I got older, it's like, yep, a lot of people did judge her. But she would say, you know what, you judge after you walk a mile in someone's shoes. And when you watch a film, you get a perspective on a topic, on an issue that you never thought of before, and then you can move away from this one way of thinking.
Exactly.
And it's such a power of perspective.
It just changes you.
It changes you.
And like you said, I love films that transport you into a different world. And if they can do that, I think they've done their job.
Exactly.
They've done their job, and especially films that can make you think and change your perspective on life, because I think that's, as human beings, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to help each other become better and change ourselves, change our perspective. I know I take my kids, we always go see all the Disney live action. We're Disney for, like, my kitchen's Disney. That's how we're Disney fanatics. But just to see the enjoyment on their face, that they can transport there. And to me, that's so important in any film. And just to see the imagination. So what you're doing is so commendable. Because you're keeping the art alive. And that's why I tell people, because I don't always want to see something on my phone. I want to see it on the big screen. And I love independent films.
Well, and the thing is it allows you to have a dialogue. And that's the thing, is like, and I know we've talked about this before, it's like it's such a divided time. And we need something to bring us together, not divide us anymore. So it's like, it's not about changing someone's perspective, it's just having a new perspective, and then have a conversation about it. The only way we're going to work our way through all this is if we come together and stop, dividing. And that's something that, for me, when I choose films, I always try to choose a film that looks at an issue from both sides, that allows both sides to say, you know what, I agree with that. I didn't know about that. And so nobody's going to change their opinion by being forced. But you know what, if we need to break down and see each other as human beings, that's where we have to be.
And that's where we need to be.
That's where we need to be.
We need that so much right now. I remember going to, I forgot the film that you invited me out to premiere, at the Music Box, not the Music Box, the
Theater Box.
Theater Box. And that was my first time coming to a San Diego International Festival event.
Which one was it?
Oh my God.
What was it about?
The women starting to cook the... Sufra, that's it,
Woman, she was in a Lebanese camp. 42 over 42 years. And had never left.
And that, just seeing that and being in the room with everyone, it really just... When you say that, like when you say bringing people together, that brought to me people together of different races and different backgrounds, that film, and just being in that room. And people were like, well, did you feel uncomfortable? I was like, why would I feel uncomfortable? I said, no. I said, because everyone was just having a good time and conversating about the film, and it makes you see us as just human beings, because that's what we are.
It shows a side of refugees that people don't understand. Like, who thinks that they live 42 of their 42 years in a camp in Lebanon and never leave? I mean, people don't realize
people can't even stay in their house for a weekend and go crazy. On that note, we'll be right back.
But I gotta make these cents so I can make these bills, to pay these bills. Can't flex if my bank ain't a gym. I want the gems and the jewels and the crib made for the rulers. Trying to get where you can't measure my pockets with your ruler.
So the festival's coming up in a couple weeks. October is a busy month for you. Don't know how you're still looking gorgeous. I think she has a glam squad that she's not telling me about,
Oh, I wish.
So please let us know what we can expect from this year's festival, because you have an amazing honorees, over 200 films. Please tell us what we can expect.
Well, you know what? We're 6 days, and we do. I think we've got 109 films total.
Wow!
So we're opening downtown at Balboa Theater, and we're opening with a film called Jojo Rabbit. Really interesting film. The writer, director, actor Taika Waititi, if you're familiar with Hunt of the Wilder People, it's a satire about World War II, and it's an interesting film that really peels back the layers, makes you think, and definitely will start a conversation. So we do that, but we've got incredible films. I'm really incredibly proud. We will have one of the screenings of Martin Scorsese's new film, The Irishman.
He is an amazing.
It just premiered in New York about a week ago.
Oh, wow.
And then we will have it here. So
oh my God.
We're really excited. But we have got foreign films from around the world. We've got independent films that are amazing. We have comedies, we've got dramas, we've got documentaries. We've just got a little bit of everything for everybody.
And so every night is it, walk us through what we can expect every day up until the main event.
So we open on Tuesday night at Balboa Theater with the one film, and we have a big after party. And then Wednesday night we open at Theater Box, so we start screening there. On Thursday we open at ArcLight, so we're both screening downtown at Theater Box as well as up at ArcLight. That's where we're screening Irishman.
Okay.
And then come Friday, We start screening all day Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, both locations. And Friday night, we do our Night of the Stars tribute.
Wow.
And that will be at the beautiful Pendry Hotel.
And then is that the night where you're going to be honoring all these amazing people that's
Yes.
on the list? So we have Pitbull
Yes.
getting honored, Laurence Fishburne. Oh my God. Me and my kids watch Blackish all the time.
Oh.
And his character, my dad passed away, it'll be 5 years in November, but he's my dad. And like how my kid's like, that's so Big Daddy. Because we used to call my dad. His name was Big Daddy. He didn't want to be called Grandpa. He said, I'm too cool to be a grandpa. So Big Daddy was what the grandkids called him. I'm like, really, Dad? Okay. So they're like, oh my God, this is our family. I'm like, I know. I grew up with him. But like just even seeing him, watching him in Cornbread, like just, I like, you have so many great people that you're honoring this year. Hollywood people coming to San Diego. So that shows strength. That shows who you are, what you've done. And that's just amazing. And how many years has the festival been going on?
You know, it's been around its 18th year.
Okay.
But we took it over 8 years ago.
Got it.
Yeah.
And what's the plan for it?
You know what, where I really want to see this go, and we're really getting there. I mean, not only the reach to the international audience, and to have, you know, like this year we had 3,000 submissions from 70 countries. So to be able to reach out to those filmmakers and to continue to do that and to bring them here, that's a big goal. I definitely want to open it up. It'll probably be a 10-day festival in the next couple of years. But really where I want to see this go especially, and that is to build out more of an international platform, especially supporting women's empowerment and women's initiative, and supporting female filmmakers.
Wow.
And that's something that I will be starting October 21st. I'm going to start working on that.
Well, I want to be a part of that, because that is just, women empowerment is my passion, and really helping women find what they're good at and telling them that you can do it. I always tell people, me being a survivor of domestic violence, a single mother, restarting my life, and doing what I'm doing, I said it's possible. Right. And I feel like it's our responsibility to help the next generation and to help the next women come up.
And help each other.
And help each other.
We have to support each other. There's nothing, women have to support other women.
Exactly.
It's like, I hate it when women feel like they can't move up unless they push down.
Exactly.
And that we can't do that.
We can. And I always say, I'm not in competition with anyone but myself. Right. And I tell people that all the time. And I say, well, women, I said, what's for you is for you, what's for me is for me. Right. No one can take that. Right. So if someone is elevating, praise her. Because if she's elevating, then she can take you to the next level. Yeah. And like I said, you doing that for me was mind-blowing. Like just you taking the time to talk to me the night we met and inviting me out to your preview and seeing something in me and saying, okay, yes, I want you here.
Oh my God, you're awesome. You're kidding me? Well, I mean, it was like I walked up to you like, oh my gosh, you know, like, you look gorgeous. I mean, it's like I had to. Thank you. But you know, you just radiate that.
Thank you.
You know, and I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
And absolutely want to support.
And the night we met, I remember going home, telling my kids, they're like, okay, Mom, you're going to make it. I said, she's freaking amazing. I said the other word because my kids know my mouth. I have my dad's mouth. That's just how it is. And I said, I'm so excited and things like that. And I was like, okay, then, but you just not giving up and you telling, you guys staying in contact with me, even when I was going through you guys okay? And I'm like, okay, like, this is what it's all about. So I want to thank you so much.
Oh my God,
like,
absolutely.
I'm so excited for
trust
tomorrow.
me, on a daily basis, you know what? I hit my obstacles, I hit my walls all the time, and I have to go, okay, so today wasn't that great, but tomorrow I'm going to stay back at it. And you know what? And it's it's the people that come and help lift me up. You know, when I'm kind of running into a wall, I'm so grateful for that. So if there's anything I could do, absolutely.
I'm just so excited. Let's make sure I get a picture with Laurence Fishburne so I can my kids. So my kids will be like, oh my God! They're just gonna that's all I really want. I'll get all the interviews you want with it.
Honestly, you'll probably get one before I
do. Because I go up to anyone, I'm like, hey, come on. I need to get this for my kids. You're cool, okay? Yeah. So I just want to thank you so much for being our first guest for season 4 of the Brandee J Talkshow. So as you guys know, we are in our season 4. We're on 4 networks. We're in discussions to be on another network. and hopefully we will be on Hulu soon. So we're working on a deal with that. But I just want to thank you so much for being our first guest. Make sure you guys tune in. Continue to support Lux Curves Magazine. We're the only upscale publication for curvy plus size women, and we have so much going on. I can't tell you everything, but it's going to be an amazing season, amazing year going into season 4. Again, thank you to my wonderful guest, Tonya.
Absolutely.
If you have not got tickets for the festival, make sure there's still tickets available. If I tell them to go get tickets,
Yeah, go get tickets. There's many things are sold out, but you know what? There's still tickets.
There's still tickets available. We will be there with all the glitz and glam. I don't know what I'm going. Oh, now I got to find something. Where I totally forgot about all this stuff.
Me too. No, I'm stressed.
I just got really stressed right now. But thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And make sure you continue to follow us on all of our social media platforms. Follow SD Film Fest. I remembered it. That's what I was just like stalking the page the other day. So make sure you follow and support and let people know that we have so much talent out here in San Diego. We have Tonya doing amazing things. Make sure you support, and this is a great thing. So thank you so much for being a guest,
sweetheart.
giving us time, and see you next time. Bye.